unboxing shoes. Never would guess I'll be doing this 10 years ago, man. What's up, amigos? Welcome back. This is your amigo Antonio, and today it's gonna be a quick video. It's gonna be me unboxing just a brand new shoes that I ordered, because I'm gonna be upgrading the old shoes that I have. Now, this might not be a big deal for some of you guys, but for me, it is, because for the past almost 10 years I've been living here in Mexico. The only shoes I have bought here have been some Converse Knockoffs they sell them here for 100 pesos. They're the most cheap shoes, and everybody buys them because they're really affordable. But they're horrible, man. I mean, really horrible. Let me just give you guys a quick look of my shoes. These are the knockoffs that they sell here locally at the shop. I mean, they're 100 pesos. I mean, they always rip right here. This is horrible. Even the shoelace that they use, I mean, after a while it gets real long and it's the most uncomfortable. Let me remove it real quick. Ugh. This right here we're talking about, they always wear off real quick. This doesn't even last long. I mean, very horrible shoes. Look at this floor. So yeah, so those are my shoes that I currently wear. Like I mentioned, for these past almost 10 years I've been living here. It's the only shoes that I bought, because what I make right now, you know, here in Mexico, what you make at your day job is very low. And buying actual brand shoes, you know, is kind of considered like a luxury here. I mean, they're real expensive. I mean, like, for example, like Vans, they cost around like between like 700 and like 1,000 pesos. Converse is actually expensive. I would expect them to be a lot cheaper, but they're not. They range like around the same, about like between like 700 to like more than 1,000 pesos. And just so you guys get an idea what how much that is, I get paid 1,500 pesos a week. So imagine if I would buy shoes that are 1,000 pesos, that basically is 2/3 of my check. So that's the reason I would never buy actual brand shoes. But I'm getting tired of these knockoff Converse shoes. I buy them at the market, and they call it here in the mercado. Yeah, they're cheap, but they wear out real quick. They're really uncomfortable, and they start falling apart right away. And the reason I would never actually buy brand shoes was, one, because of the price. I mean, they're expensive, but also my work, where I work, and they'll always get dirty. But after 10 years, you know, I'm getting tired. You know, my feet are always like hurting, you know. These shoes I'm wearing right now, they're not the most comfortable. So I decided to buy some shoes. And I actually bought DC shoes because they were actually the most affordable ones online. I actually bought this from Mercado Libre, but online these are actually 500 pesos. I actually bought two pairs, one for myself and one for my wife. And I decided to buy them to test out their new credit that they're offering, because Mercado Libre, they barely started offering credit where you could buy items on their website and pay them out in payments. But the interest rates on those are ridiculous. I mean, they're high. I mean, if you want to pay them in the year, it's basically you're paying double for them. But I decided to give it a try because my feet are, you know, I'm tired of my shoes I'm wearing. But only decided to pay them off in 6 months. Still a little bit pricey, but it was still cheaper than actually buying here from, because there's another store here they call Cope, where you could buy items like everything, you know, electronics, you know, clothing, you know, appliances, all that in payments. But I saw DC shoes that they offer. They were like 800 pesos, paying them, you know, right away. So imagine paying them in payments will be a lot more. So they actually became cheaper. So I'm gonna open them real quick. Something special. Okay, so let's get started. Let me open this. Let me find something to actually cut this tape. I got some scissors. The ones that actually have ink. Oh, it's a pen. Now I ordered this on Monday. Today's Friday, man. It already took like 5 days to arrive for it. I should have been here on Wednesday, but I don't know what happened. I realized that usually when I order from, for example, from Amazon or this Mercado Libre and DHL ships it, they will personally ship it to me. It will take that long, but this time they decided to go with the, how do you call it, like a local distributor here. No, local, a local packaging service. They gave this package to them and they did the final delivery. And probably that's why it took longer. I just realized that there's a lot of new companies here that actually regular cars carrying packages. So I think because the high demand right now they have, they probably had to hire, personal drivers, kind of like Amazon does, where you could deliver the package for them. I'm gonna open this real quick. Unboxing shoes. Never would guess I'll be doing this 10 years ago, man. I already know this from my girl right here. DC shoes. I think I have only bought DC shoes probably a couple of times back when I was in Phoenix. I used to buy Lakai. That was a brand I used to use when I used to skate, because I used to skate back in high school. I used to buy Lakai. Vans, I only bought them once. The first time I ever bought Vans, I mean, they were really uncomfortable, but I got used to it. DC, they're pretty okay. But Lakai was my brand. But today, DC shoes, man. And they look pretty good. Para mí. Hold on, my daughter interrupted me unboxing the shoes.
Estás gastando en la otra cosa, estás gastando en los zapatos. El día que estás gastando.
My daughter giving me financial advice. I ain't it. So yeah, so these are shoes I bought. ¿Y tu mamá?
Ya no quiere venir porque está oscuro.
You actually, you actually tried these because these are what? Don't remember what they are in USA. These are 10 in men. Really? USA 10. Mexico 28. Hopefully they fit. I don't know why, but when I was buying these knockoffs, I would actually buy size, I think it was 27. But after a while, they started getting real tight. I mean, I will put my feet and they'll actually start hurting. There's actually one time I bought shoes when I went to Festival Mexico. Oh my god, man, I don't know how I lasted that day. I mean, I put my shoes on and they were real tight. When I was walking to the convention center, I mean, they're already killing me. I have no idea how I made it through that day, but I made it. And I decided to move up to size 28 because they didn't have 27 and a half here, so I bought 28. And those are okay, but they start to, it's real, let's say real tight. So I just had to buy 28 size on these DC shoes. I would have gone with 27 and a half, but, I'd rather have them be bigger size than, too tight. That would have to return them in a big hassle. I don't know if you can see my feet.
Oh. Ya me acabé tu Pepsi.
Mi Pepsi. Caramba.
Ya queda poquito.
Me queda poquito.
Pero William ya lo acabó. ¿Te quedó?
Sí.
Me la pedo.
I could have gone with a 27 and a half, but they mentioned I wouldn't risk it. It's better to have them bigger than small size. I mean, they're just like, my toes are right here. Yeah, they're good. get a better iPod. I mean, a better tripod.
¿Quieres ver?
Anyways, I'll show you guys the shoes I bought for my girl too, because she was in need of shoes as well.
¿De quién son?
Para tu mamá?
De mi mamá.
Oh, I love the smell of new shoes. New shoes and new clothes.
Lo quiero ver, lo quiero ver.
Okay. So, let me take off these shoes here. This away. So next time I actually buy shoes online, I'm actually gonna get 27.5. But that's pretty much all for today's video. Nothing exciting. Again, most of you guys watching me from the US, be more thinking like, what are the big deals with these shoes? But like I mentioned, here in Mexico, you know, these are considered luxury here. You're buying actual brand shoes. I mean, this was 500 pesos. That was 500 pesos. 1,000 pesos. I could pay 1,500 pesos. So 2/3 of my check. But since I did bought this in payments, they're gonna cost me like around like 700 pesos. So still not that bad. I mean, still cheaper than Vans and Converse. That's for sure. But yeah, that's all for today's. But yeah, that's pretty much all for today's video. But anyways, don't forget to subscribe. Any questions, you know, leave in the comments below. But in the meantime, amigos, I'll catch you guys in the next one.